Honestly, I mean, probably trade you 20 minute, but that's probably more. But honestly, now you watch the game growing up. I like his music, but I didn't know at the time he actually got 50 Cent to half his hooks. Be honest with you, I just like, you call yourself a rapper. To me, he's not a rapper, but you can say about most rappers these days who don't write their own material. And honestly, I do my raps. I freestyle them on the top of the head. I don't need to write no lyrics. I don't need that. I just come with these songs top of the head. Even with Artist Heroes, it's walking down because I'm thinking of these different ideas and trying to get people interested. But to be honest with you, the game thing, I feel like it's more because of the Super Bowl. I think I don't know we had issues with 50 Cent in the past, whatever. But it seems to be an issue now with Eminem because you are even listening to a game and you're on the translation with Eminem in the, you know, well, whatever, you listen to some Eminem in like 2000, whatever, I think it's 2003, whatever. We ain't going nowhere for fuck. Eminem pretty had a bad verse, and even they done a translation today. Personally, Eminem still have the bad verse because Eminem probably had to write his verse for them because the game can't write a fucking one thing and he talks about his head. He claims to be a gangster. He's not a gangster, he's just a wannabe gangster. Wannabe gangster who talks over his fucking head all the time. And fucking anything for attention, like half these people. You can say the same about MCK, you can say the same about Joe Button, you can say the same about Audemars, even certain people who even view Eminem's music, like Lemon, for instance, the biggest internet nerd seems to be a person who thrives in anything. Eminem, anything but Eminem puts out is just for attention. He he focuses on people just to get a bit crowd on their YouTube channel, but what doesn't seem to be working out for the way I even look at it, he's a really rare. I looked this guy up and I didn't check but this guy has anything to do with music, and I looked this guy up, Lemon. He's a failed rocker. He was in a band who failed in music and claims he actually knows everything about music inside out, and he's basically in his grandma's basement fucking says and something that he actually failed in musical wise, you know what I mean? I can even say the same about Bisley. Like seeing him, it seems like everything he puts out. No offensive man, I like his music. It seems like another person who does everything just for the attention is fucking uh, Tom McDonald or whatever. It seems like anything he puts out on YouTube, I just look at this guy, it's just a fucking cell taste. And that's the problem. We don't want cell taste. We want people. To be honest, like even in people doing reviews with music, we want people to be honest and kind of saying, because I don't like this chap, I'm gonna give this guy a bad review. If you don't like Eminem personally, I don't give a fuck. Is Eminem? I don't only listen to rap music. I listen to rap music. I listen to pop music. I listen to rock music. But you're dissing music for the sake of just dissing music what you don't like, then it's just Celtics. Same with Suit Dog. Suit Dog, when we went on the show, and he was, everything's cool with him and Suit Dog. I seen like another thing was Suit Dog was looking for attention. You know what I mean? And then two were sitting on the same team. I can't say it's just everything is just seems to be drawn about attention. It's not Eminem, it's New Train or whatever else is going around the world. But about even music, to be honest, yeah, and the people you look at who and talk about him and like Mr. Trav Spencer, he He's a weird died in 2003 and he's still trying. Eminem for the last 30 years and now he's a 55-year-old fucking still trying about Eminem. Not the matter. Don't get started on this track. He's an old guy who's I don't even know if they call him a hater of Eminem or a racist called white people, be honest with you. Like he says everything about white people, like once you hip hop, you can't decide who's on hip hop, like it's Spanish people what rap and so on. And every single country has done it, does hip hop now. Hip hop is a black music, no one's disputing that. Who's white? No one's disputing. Rap is a black thing. As far as quite some blacks, but I came to of course I think white and blacks I always thought in music like rock, roll and pop and so on, which were talented in your soul, you're talented, you have a gift, you will be accepted, and you can say the same about soccer. Soccer is a white man's sport. It comes from Scotland, and you can start saying, when I start saying on Donardo is just a guest in football, that'd be racist, be honest with you. But Donardo was not a guest in football. He is a talented, gifted footballer like Eminem. He's a talented, gifted rapper like white people. Rap can be talented. Like look at golf, for instance. Golf comes from Scotland, and who's the best golfer in the world? Tiger Woods is back, and I start calling him a guest in golf. How about that look? He is not a guest, he is talented what he does, and everyone will be accepted what they're doing in music or in sport and so on. It doesn't matter who invented it, once they're talented, that's the main thing. No one's saying who's number one and who's number two, and honestly in hip hop, but I mean Eminem said yourself, it goes instead of wasting in hip hop, like instead of wasting in the rock, instead of wasting in pop. Like who actually the biggest artist in their era, so the races, yeah, I call Eminem the best because that's the era I was brought up in. You know what I mean? Then probably put Tupac there, then put Jay-Z and Nas. You know what I mean? So, honestly, yeah, everyone's the best, but it doesn't matter who invented what. Is it in sport or in music? Once a person is soul, they are talented. They have a gift. They have a thing for this sport or music, whatever they're doing. They should be accepted into that culture. Whatever color you are, whatever race you are, you will be accepted. I wouldn't be coming saying, I invented this, I invented that. It comes to, we're all accepted, and we all, end of the day, we all come from the same God.